Another thing that I really like just for like day-to-day living is the Sermon on the Mount.
Yes.
So Matthew 5 through
yeah.
7. And I read this, I reread it, I research what other people
Do you ever feel
say about it.
convicted? Like,
Oh,
God,
yeah.
I do that.
Oh, for sure.
Always.
For sure.
Always.
Judgment.
Oh,
I'll tell you, I'll give you one example. I was dropping my kids off they take the bus to school, and there was a lady who like came down the road. It's, small. I'm out in the farms, whatever. She puts her car in reverse and goes like, I don't know, 200 yards, and then turns around, and I'm like, what an idiot. I'm like, oh my gosh. Once I realized, I'd be like, holy crap, like I'm judging her. And then once the awareness was there, I was like, I do it all day. And then, man, talk about convicted. Then I started like praying on, like, Father, help me, help me. And now I'm not perfect. I'm not saying I still don't do it sometimes, but at least I'm more aware of it. And then I have the tools to like reframe it and say, oh, who knows what's going on in their life? They're sick and suffering just like
100%.
all of us. Got to pray for them.
100%.
Yeah.
And I think that's one thing. I think that Jesus never expects us to be perfect. In fact, he knows we're not going to be. But the fact that we have the grace, to go ahead and do it. But yeah, all the time. How often do you pray?
Every day.
All
the first thing I do when I wake up, the first thing is, I take the dog out. Then the second thing
you pray
I do,
the dog hasn't gone to the bathroom on the rug.
So your dog is your God. Your dog is your. No, I'm just kidding.
He's dyslexic.
It's
dyslexic.
It's God spelled backwards.
Right,
yes.
Exactly.
But no, I say my prayers. I have some readings that I do, AA, and then also in my Bible. And this is what I do like first thing, because if I don't get in alignment right away, like the first thing I do, the rest of the day does not go well for me.
Yeah.
And then throughout the day, something happens. I try to pause when I'm agitated, doubtful, fearful, whatever it is, ask God to remove it. So it's constant.
I think you and I have talked about, I pray all day, every day. I mean, just all the time. God, please, let's have the best outcome. God, please be with me as I make this decision. Give me wisdom. Give me patience. And I have the problem with you too. I tend to be judging. I blame it on my family. We were like that coming up, and it's tough. But I feel convicted every time I read it. There's lots of things. And I tell him, and this is, people are going to watch it, so you have to watch what you say. But, the talk about adultery, obviously I love my wife. I've been married 22 years now. And, but you say, you've heard that adultery is a sin, yet I say to you, whoever has looked upon a woman with lust has already committed adultery in the heart. And I go, oh,
right.
I mean, it's just.
And Jesus is slick. Jesus is slick. He says, if your eye causes you to sin, poke it
Poke it out.
Poke it out. And then he also added the right hand.
Yeah.
Think about pornography,
Yeah, no, and that's what we talk about. It's horrible. So, your algorithms or somebody, they send you an Instagram thing, and I mean the whole thing. So I think now more than ever, we're challenged, right? Because the close access to whatever it is, whatever your vice is, whether it's alcohol, drugs, pornography, all that, it's readily available in that palm-held device we call the iPhone or whatever. So it's tough, man. I think that we as people of faith need to, and again, iron sharpens iron. We need to hold each other accountable. That's why I do think meeting with groups, and I'm not saying you can't be a strong Christian without it, but I think having a group of guys who hold you accountable, who, you can talk to things back and forth. Iron sharpens iron 100%.
And we really I think us men, we need to be hold each other accountable on a lot of things where we don't become a snare to others, where when somebody looks at us, we're like, that's how Christians should be. You know, that's how people that believe in Jesus should be. You know, that's why we should hold each other accountable. And that's where the term the church is like kind of lacking a little bit, I feel like.